review. My last one for now, because I have one more model after this, and it's an armoured core model. Though I will get to that in time. I want to get back to my TF reviews after this, but I just need to show you this. Today we're going to be taking a look at something that's not a high grade, not a master grade, not 1 to 144, and not 1 to 100. We're going to be looking today at some 1 to 60th scale perfection. So let's have a look, shall we? Behold the Gundam Astray red frame. This model kit truly is amazing. It's gorgeous and just beyond words. And not to mention, it's freaking huge. I mean, you can just have a look at how big he is. He is it is possibly the biggest widely available scale, bar the 1 to 48 mega scale RX-78-2 that's not long been released. That's only a high grade, and you really can't compare high grades to perfect grades like this. So let's have a look, shall we? I'll show off some detail later. I just want to get this done because last time I ran into about 26 minutes of me gushing about this guy's detail and him being huge. Size comparison to start off with. Right, Revenge of the Fallen Skystalker, standard size scout. Doesn't even come up to his knee. Barely comes up to Astray's knee. Yeah, he's huge. My index finger comes up to his ankle. Right. Anyway, articulation of this guy, this beast. The head is on a ball joint at the top of the neck, so it will go side to side, probably 360 if you can maneuver it around the collar. V-fin does like to pop off. One complaint about this figure, one of two possible complaints. And it will go forwards and back, and the neck joint will also go forwards and backwards. The shoulders will come forwards and backwards a little bit, up and down. The arms will 360 at the shoulder. They will go in and out a fair amount to about there, then this white piece comes into contact with this piece of armour. Let's just finagle this about a bit. And that's about as high as his arm goes. That's still a pretty decent bend into it. Let's just get him back down. His joints are extremely tight, which is nice. His arm will rotate below the shoulder. Bends at the elbow at about 2 points. Now, take a look at this. Just watch these pieces here as I bend the elbow at the first point. Did you see that? They move like the bicep is actually flexing, which is lovely. That's just brilliant, I think. Right, second point. So that's the first joint there. Second joint. There. Only moves about that much, but still. It's better than nothing. And already you can see we've got a 90-degree bend to his elbow. Third point of articulation. There. This does come off if you try and bend it too far. So I find that bending it to about here makes it still look kind of fluid, as this is supposed to be armour on the side of him. Yeah, this is his... Oh, he does go more, he's got more, he's got more. Have we got it? Have we? Yes, we've got a shoulder touch, ladies and gentlemen. The Astray Gundam can touch his own shoulder, which is very, very nice. Now if we just straighten out his arm and extend his hand, we're going to take a look at the hand articulation. So you can start off by seeing that he has an awful lot of joints in his hand just by looking at this from this direction. I mean, let me just quickly turn him round. Look at all those joints in his hand. I mean, look at them when it focuses. This may end up being two parts again, by the way, just so we're clear. You can see he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 joints on his hand. 16 if you count the swivel, and 17 if you count the wrist. So you can get him to do any manner of poses with the hands that you want. It'd take too much time to show it all off. One slight complaint is that the fingers do sometimes like to pop off. And they are small, so you can lose them fairly easily. Luckily that hasn't happened to me yet though. I say yet. Watch me lose one after this review's finished. The torso articulation. He will go forwards and back at the waist. Rotate at the waist. Won't do a full 360, will he? No, he gets caught. Yes. He will go side to side. The waist will. Which is very, very nice. And this piece here will also move and fold down. Though that's something that I'll show you later. The legs. We're going to bring the camera down a bit for this. This part will be the articulation. The next will be features and accessories, which Gundams are good for. Especially perfect grades. So if we move his arms out the way of the shot, his legs will go forwards about that far before getting caught. And backwards to about here if you move the back skirts out of the way. The skirt armour, front skirts will move ever so slightly. Side skirts are on ball joints, as the back skirts, so you can get them to move any way you want. And this piece here as well is also articulated. Now, let's have a look at his legs proper, shall we? His legs will bend in any manner you want. And again, watch the legs as I bend them. Let me just zoom out a bit so you can see. Watch the legs as I bend them. You see that? Sliding armour joints. Again, if we do that with the other leg as well, we take it forward and bend it. This guy is actually quite heavy as well. We can get him to do a pretty good kneeling pose. Apologies for the awful pose he's in at the moment as well. Yes, he can kneel perfectly if his leg doesn't want to pop off. That has never actually happened to me before. He would have to play up now he's on camera, I suppose. Oh, I love that, I love that. Let's just watch this again. Ooh. Now that is a bend. Final bits of articulation now. We've got to just move on to his feet. I'll bring the camera down for again. The feet have rubber pads on the bottom, which allows for greater grip. They can be posed there to a 90-degree bend, which looks odd but still. You can see the chrome pistons inside as well, right there. And the feet will only really go left and right swivel. They can't rotate because there's no ball joint, but when you've got the leg articulation as it is, you don't really need him to rotate. This guy will stand in practically any pose thanks to those rubber pieces. So that's the articulation of the red frame, the perfect grade red frame. I think you'll agree with me when I say it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, this guy is just brilliant, and we haven't even got onto his accessories yet. So join me in part 2 when I'll cover all his accessories and his features. Peace out.
Bad Dream City, Bad Dream City.